Up in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. On first down, Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
Bortles to throw on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Bortles going to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing Jones. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go. Ohio.
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Tyler Ervin, and it's third down. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
Ohio.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Bortles, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here's 3rd and 20 with a long yardage. Defense going with a nickel look. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that in some...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And it's 15-0. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Ivory that time. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Throwing is Bortles. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Their big tight end with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Underneath to Ivory. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On 1st down, this is Ivory. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be... Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ace, 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 ace. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You gotta give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Bortles looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Red 38.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So now the Texans will call on the veteran Shane Leckler to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bortles going to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. A good pickup there at 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st down, Bortles. And he whips that one incomplete there. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Bortles now to throw. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. Ohio.
Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Miller, the lone setback. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 9.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Underneath to Ivory. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Ivory with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Come on, let's go. 190.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's third down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you...
And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side Hopkins. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards. And Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Here's a sneak with Jones. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. There goes goes Green. Touchdown, Jaguars. Rashad Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And he puts it through. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing, Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Now 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Jones. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 54 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Flex round. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Miller, the lone setback. Throwing Jones. Oh, and he'll just get rid of. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Bortles, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to go up top again, and this is taken in at the 5, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The first rounder, Jalen Ramsey, with a stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, sit
back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Second down, 8. Now Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Flex round. Flex round.
Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. What? What? Ohio. Ohio.
Looking to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Ace, ace. Go. Ace, Black 58, Will. Black 58.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to take another shot here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball, play action, try and hit him over the top? You've got to feel like you have the advantage. I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Here's Bortles to throw. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
On second down, Ivory. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue face.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. In motion left, Robinson. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go.
Now the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down, still 14 yards left.
Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Bortles going to try and throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first down carry now for Miller. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Allen has it, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Well, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Denard Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Rashad Green. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
And they're going to speed things up here. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out come the Jags. Hearns the man in motion left. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And 4th down coming up.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Throwing Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's the rookie from UCLA, Miles Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Come on, let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. The play clock's running down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Allen has it, left side. Call it a gain of 3, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Jones. And Allen's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Bortles, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Only one time. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.